Hi, this is Helena Hart, and I've just been getting so many requests to do a video on how to heal your inner child and some of these deep, often wounded parts of ourselves so you can start to experience more love in your life. Whether you're single and looking to attract a high quality man who wants to love you and commit to you, or if you're in a relationship and you want to experience more love and fulfillment and have your man really show up powerfully for you within the relationship. But before we get started, if you're new to my channel, click the button to subscribe to get all of my videos on how to attract the man and the relationship you want. So this is just so important. If you don't learn to get the love you're seeking from inside yourself first, it can keep you chasing love on the outside that you think is going to heal you or fix you, but it never does. I know from personal experience, I used to attract and only be attracted to emotionally unavailable men, or men who were just never going to commit to a full-time, real relationship with me. And on a subconscious level, I kind of thought that if I could somehow get these men to choose me or love me or jump over all these obstacles to be with me, that somehow that would mean that I'm worthwhile and lovable. And of course, I wasn't aware that this was going on. It was operating at a very subconscious level. So becoming aware of some of these things is just so important. And what you want to do is look for those parts of yourself that really need love, that are seeking love, and really they're seeking it from you. You're really the only person that can heal some of these things from the inside out. So it all starts with you. If you want to look for a feeling, maybe some of these unpleasant feelings that we often want to run away from or distance ourselves from or not feel, feelings like anger or shame or doubt or fear or jealousy, things like that, feelings of unworthiness. If you can just find those parts of yourself and almost pull them out of you and put them in front of you like it's a person, and just see what these little voices inside yourself are telling you. Most of us have voices that are really self-critical, that tell us that we're not good enough, or we can't have what we want, or we're not pretty enough or smart enough, and things aren't going to work out, or we're never going to find a man who's going to love and value us. So whatever that voice is saying to you, really listen to it and see what you want to do. Do you want to put it in a corner and distance yourself from it? Do you want to stuff it down and rise above it, or be more reasonable than that? Notice your tendency of what you want to do when some of these voices and feelings come up. And rather than pushing it away, see if you can start speaking to this part of yourself, really telling it that you love it, you hear it, thank you for trying to protect me. I'm never going to abandon you, and also I'm the adult now and I'm in charge and I'm going to keep us both safe. Often these parts of yourself are just deeply in love with you and they want you to have good things. They want you to get what you want, but they don't know how to go about it in the best ways. Often it's like your inner 2-year-old kind of throwing a tantrum at the worst possible moment, because really she's just trying to keep you safe. She might be really afraid or angry with you for putting yourself in compromising situations or dangerous situations with men in the past. All different kinds of situations, can come up and create these little parts of ourselves that want to protect you the best way they know how, right? But once you really listen to these parts of yourself, and once they feel heard and embraced and loved and understood, it kind of diminishes their sabotaging power and it adds to your collective power as a whole healthy human being, right? There's so much that goes into this. I actually wrote an article, it was a blog post with this tool on a very powerful tool to shift your vibe so you can start attracting better quality men or get more love from the man you're with now. So I'll post a link to that in the description below this video if you want an exercise that's very thorough and written out. That's from my program on how to stop attracting the wrong kind of men so you can attract the right one. But just for now, see where you can speak love into some of these parts of yourself that you're ignoring or stuffing down. It's so important because often the parts of ourselves that we're stuffing down is what we're going to attract out there in the world. Let me give you some examples because I know these are huge concepts. If you tend to be hard on yourself or critical of yourself, you will attract men who just make you feel like you're not quite good enough, or who maybe even are emotionally abusive, or, tell you you're not good enough, things like that. If there's a part of yourself that's deeply angry, but you're kind of sitting on it or stuffing it down because you don't want to face that part, you will actually attract angry men and be attracted to angry men. So they can express that anger for you. It's a system. They express the anger for you, and then you feel released because you're not facing that part of yourself. Then you can kind of love that part of yourself and hate that part of yourself out there in someone else. Now, of course, none of this is an opportunity to beat yourself up or blame yourself for where you are. Obviously, that won't help you because of everything I just said. You'll just attract men who want to do that to you as well. So you want to just discover some of these things with all of the gentleness and love and compassion in the world for yourself. You really want to go into those parts of yourself that don't feel heard and loved and start there. This is such a powerful exercise. I've had clients say that this just changed their life. They were just in tears, and you can do this every day. Anytime you hear a critical voice or you feel an unpleasant feeling and you want to stuff it down, you can do this 5-10 seconds at a time all throughout the day. Just really speak love into that part of yourself and let it know that you're never going to abandon it. Often that's what diminishes that sabotaging power. That's how you start to heal your inner child, so to speak, or these parts of ourselves that just need love so badly, and they need it from you. It's like the only person that's going to give you what your soul is seeking is you. You're never going to be able to get that from another human being, like from a man, in a way that's sustainable. He might give you a little love and reassurance, of course, at first, and it feels incredible, but he's just another person. He can't keep that going forever and ever in every situation. So if you're relying on someone else to give you love, where you don't feel love first from yourself, it's like a drug effect. It can't last. There's no way it's going to last. You're just going to need more and more of it in order for it to feel like enough. And eventually you're going to just like crash and burn because you can't get any more of it. And a man will start to feel like it's like this bottomless pit. Whatever he does, it's never enough. And it's just kind of a dangerous dynamic you don't want to get into. I know I've certainly been there myself. Most women can relate to that. So you have to give yourself that love you're seeking first. And that's one way to do it. Really pulling these parts of yourself out, embracing them, loving them, and accepting them. This is also what will attract the kind of men who want to do that to you as well. Because like I mentioned, you attract a mirror image of your own masculine energy. So your masculine energy needs to really create the space for your feminine energy to just really be there and breathe and feel everything that's going on within you and intuiting everything that's going on around you. It's so, so important. So I'll post a link to that tool on how to shift your vibe and attract more love in your life, whether you're single or in a relationship. I hope this was helpful for you. Please let me know your experiences with this in the comment section. I love, love, love hearing from you guys, and I would just love to hear how this goes for you. This is such a powerful thing that you should be doing every day for yourself. It's so important. So I hope this was helpful, and let me know what you think about this in the comment section, and I will see you next time.